Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Genuinely Intellectual. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today we are going to discuss about a fifth figure of speech, and that is hyperbole. Hyperbole. So firstly, I'll be discussing about hyperbole. I'll be giving you a couple of examples, and towards the end of our session, I'll also be telling you the difference between simile and metaphor and hyperbole and personification. I know these different figures of speech might confuse you, so I will quickly tell a difference between all of them, so it will be easier for you to identify which figure of speech is used in which sentence, or whenever a person is trying to use a figure of speech, you can easily make out which figure of speech is being used without getting confused. So let's start. What is a hyperbole? Hyperbole is a figure of speech where we exaggerate or overstate something in order to create some kind of emphasis or a literary effect. Now I'll give you a couple of examples for a better understanding. The first example is, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse for lunch. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I'm very hungry. I'm so hungry that I can eat a lot of food. So I'm just exaggerating my statement. I'm just trying to lay emphasis on how hungry I am. I'm so hungry that I can eat a horse for lunch. I'm not actually going to eat out a horse, but it's a way of expressing my hunger. So that's an example of hyperbole where I'm exaggerating the statement. The second example is, she has a pea-sized brain. Now, if you literally try to find out the meaning of this statement, it literally means that she has a brain which is this small, pea-sized brain. But that's not true, right? What I'm trying to say is, by stating that she has a pea-sized brain, I mean to say that things don't go inside her brain easily. She finds things difficult to understand. She cannot understand anything easily. So I'm just expressing this I'm just exaggerating this fact by saying that she has a pea-sized brain. Okay. The third example is, your homework is going to take ages to complete. It might not take ages to complete. It might take a couple of hours or maybe a couple of days. But what I'm trying to say is that that homework that you are doing is going to take you a lot of time. It's going to take you too long because probably a lot of work needs to go inside it and a lot of things need to be done for your homework. So that's going to take you a lot of time. So in order to exaggerate that lot of time, what I'm trying to say, I'll just say it's going to take you ages to complete. So that is hyperbole. Now quickly I'll tell you the difference between the hyperbole, simile, metaphor and hyperbole and personification. So in hyperbole, always remember, strictly, whenever we are talking about hyperbole, we are exaggerating the statements. We are overstating something which is small. If you're talking about a small thing, we are trying to make it more small. If you're trying to talk about something big, we are trying to make it bigger. Okay? We are just exaggerating something. We are just trying to make an overstatement to make emphasis on what we are trying to say. In simile, always remember, whenever we are comparing two things, and we use things like as black as coal, as cold as ice, they are all similes. Always remember that. In metaphor, we are not comparing two things. We are saying that one thing is exactly the other, or one person is exactly the other. Okay? For example, if I say he's a couch potato, I'm not saying he's like a couch potato. If I say he's like a couch potato, that will become a simile. But I'm saying he is a couch potato. So I'm comparing him with a couch potato. So this is a metaphor. Okay, and I'm trying to mean something else. He's a couch potato means probably he lies in front of the television whole day. He's just sitting on the couch whole day, not doing anything. So I'll just say he's a couch potato. That's a metaphor. Personification strictly means attributing living or human attributes to a non-living entity. Okay, for example, the city sleeps after 10 p.m. Now the city sleeps after 10 p.m. City and sleeps. Sleeps is a human attribute, but I'm trying to use it with the city. Okay, so that is an example of personification. City is not capable of sleeping. That's a non-living object or entity. But still I'm using sleeps and city together. So that is an example of personification. I hope things were clear for you now and you don't get confused between the different figures of speech. If you still have any confusion, please don't forget to comment down below in the comment section, and I'll see you again with the next figure of speech. Thank you so much. Bye.